And here we go. Do I have the teams on the right sides? Let's see, let's see, let's see. I don't, but that's to be expected. Let me flip them around real quick. And we are good, we are good. Alright, big match. You know, facing the Renegades. They got a sub today, they have Thailand's. I know this because he was on the FA market. So I'm not sure if he's just for today or if he's a permanent. Maybe if he does well, he'll be permanent. Who knows? But, you know, I still think the Aces are favored here, especially because they have the Renegades have a sub. As Nero's going to have this one to the left side. Thailand's trying to find the pass in field. And once again, you can see that chemistry isn't really built there. As Joystick and Nero pre-jumping each other. Mo's up, but he's beat. Blasky now. Opportunity. Can't get the quarter double. Is Thailand's going to get there? No. Joystick has it away. Now Fighter Vet. What can he do with it? Puts it to the back wall. Mo. Up. Shot. Is it in? It is! The Ace is up 1-0 early through a counterattack passing play. How dangerous could they be? Give me 1 second here. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, how you doing?
I'm doing good, I'm doing good. We're in the first match already. I got a screen sharing in Discord if you want to watch, and then once it ends, I'll send you the lobby info.
Sounds dandy to me.
Yep. Ace is up 1-0 right now. Off of a counterattack. I know that ROC here is having a sub come in. I believe it's Thailand's sub. Maybe if he performs well, he'll be a mainstay, but for now, it's looking not likely. Oh, it's just gone in!
I didn't actually know that, so that's good enough.
Come on, man!
Just straight off of the 50 in the corner. Blasky not ready for it. A 2-0 lead for the Aces early on in this game. I mean, if you're Renegades, what do you do here? What's the comms looking like early into game one?
I mean, I'm hoping that they're talking. I'm hoping that they're getting things kind of figured out. Yeah, you're playing with a sub, but at the same time, sometimes you just gotta adapt. Sign. Trying to take control. You are really seeing them definitely take a bit of that lead right now, though, too. Just with how they're playing.
Yep. It feels like they're getting really aggressive sometimes, and then it feels a bit over-aggressive where they're not prepared on defense with their third man. You know, not able to hold the midfield line as well. Like here,
Oh no!
like here, they're trying to stay on offense, and they're doing a good job at it, but at any moment, it could be an overcommit to counterattack. And here we go, Blasky now having to do the work on defense, gets a touch into his own corner. Joystick takes it to the left wall. Now Fighter Vet's going to be up. Musty doesn't go very far. Narrow's going to be there. And the Aces maybe looking to stall time. Narrow off the back wall. Mo's there. Off the back wall again. Now Joystick, his shot. It's in!
Oh, wow.
A 3-0 lead.
That's my favorite sound, but you know, that's their favorite sound too, is seeing the glow of motion, honestly. But that was just sick aerial to get up to there and sneak that under the bar.
That atomizer always sounds nice.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I have a soundboard of my own, but you can't hear it because it's only on OBS. It's quite the sad thing. Yep. You can really feel like they're trying to put the pressure on. They're trying to find these opportunities, but it feels like they're overextending themselves. Maybe that 1-goal lead early just kind of snowballed into more and more.
Yeah, no, it almost looks like they're definitely overextending themselves because there's just a few moments where they're missing the ball by maybe a few pixels, honestly, and you're trying to stretch your car. Your car is only so long. I mean, you were if you're Mrs. Incredible, you can stretch yourself as far as you need to, but this is Rocket League. You gotta remember you're still a boxer. You're still that little boxing too.
Gotta remember the positioning on the field, otherwise you're just getting stretched out too thin, for lack of a better word. As a pinch comes through at the midfield. 30 seconds remain, and you know, we were talking about the comms earlier in the game, you know, maybe it was just getting everything set up, but now, oh, a goal goes in, never mind.
Thank you.
They're looking for the comeback here.
Lasky, you my G. You my homie.
Blasky trying to make it happen late into this game. 25 seconds remain. Kickoff is going to be favorable. Double opportunity, but Narrow's going to take it away. 15 seconds remain, and Joystick cuts it out. Thailand's having to bring it all the way back to the orange side, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's looking like a one-game lead for the Aces. But then again, a counterattack. 4 seconds remaining.
We don't say this is Rocket League for no reason. Everybody knows that anything's possible right about now.
Anything could be Rocket League, if you think about it hard enough.
Real life dating, be Rocket League. Just don't demo people.
Yep, that's a good motto.
Don't demo
But the
your
ball
date.
will go down because this isn't Rocket League. Can you talk real quick?
Yes, I can. I can talk just a little bit.
Alright,
Just
there
tiny
we go.
little bit more.
That seems pretty good.
And this is Nav, right?
Yes, or no, this is actually professional. Our novice
okay.
team's rescheduled, and I do not have an academy team.
It is what it is.
the-
I had an
I
academy
forgot
game.
about the
Alright.
info. My bad.
You good? I can still see from where I'm at.
Got a nice seat in the stands.
But definitely, immediate control always seems to be taken by Atlanta. Atlanta really likes to kind of control the game just from
The get-go
dribble
here.
it and they take it. Mojomo.
Mojamo, able to find it. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce his name. Usually I say Mo, sometimes I say Mojo. I never usually go all the way.
Trying to find the little shorthand for a team player name. Oh my god.
Oh, a save in front of the net. The double doesn't go in. And there's something interesting. The card choice coming out from, oh, what's his name? Fighter Vet. The Samurai. I have not seen that in quite a long time. I believe the last time I saw that. Oh, and it goes off the post! An open net miss! And that's from the sub. Do you think that shakes the confidence right there?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, you got that open net. That definitely got the voice chat a little bit on the louder side, but oh, that hurts to see.
That does hurt to see. But the Samurai, once again, I don't believe I've seen that since Kev Pert used to use that back in the day. Bit of unk status showing out of me right now. Joystick takes it on the right wall. Thailand looks for the challenge. Joystick looks for the shot. Not able to make contact as Fighter Vet takes it away. Narrow keeps the pressure alive. Blasky stuck into the corner. Thailand has it out to Fighter. Fighter, can he get on target? No, intercepted at the midfield. And the Ace is able to hold on to the 1-goal lead, but it hasn't looked as solid as before. Narrow, touch to the right corner. Blasky can't get it on target because Mo's there. Mo once again following. Mo can't get it around Fighter. And the play slows down.
Definitely always seems to be a lead right about now coming in from the Aces, but at the same time, you are really seeing Renegades trying to keep the fight going by just continuing to be relentless on the offensive side. I mean, they're trying, but you just see a lot of Atlanta trying to take their time and force the play a little bit more as you get to biting on that.
I feel like the difference right now is these moments, you know. The Ace is able to find the target, able to find the pressure, the weaknesses in the defense, the shinks in the armor, but right as I say that, Fighter Vet, top shelf, 124 kph Blazer.
What? That was a banger.
Maybe it will
Somebody
find a little
translate
more
that.
power.
Can somebody translate that to freedom units for me real quickly?
I believe it'd be around like 87 in freedom units if I had to take a guess.
Not bad, honestly.
Not bad on the freedom scale. So much liberty behind that shot.
Oh, absolutely. America. Never mind, I can't. I don't know if I can sing that on stream.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Oh, Mo, touch. One more. Can't find it. And the aces now, not in the lead, but not behind either. It's dead ball game. And we'll see if that maybe calms the nerves to the Renegades, who had a rocky start, but able to recuperate. Lasky now looking for this infield, but Joystick takes it off the back wall. Fighter Vet now. One touch. A second. It's gone mid. It's gone to Thailand. It's gone astray. Mo cuts it out, and Mo once again looking for the 50. Off the ceiling, Blasky own goal attempt. Decides not to do it. Could have pulled the trigger.
I got so scared for a minute. I can't even lie looking at that angle.
I think he just forgot for a second. It looked too cool to not do, but maybe a couple comms helping him out there. Oh, Mo, what do you got? Flip reset? Under? Narrow? He got the 50, but it doesn't go in. He takes the 100 to continue this pressure. You can really see that's going to starve them for a second. Thailand's having to leave the ball for Fighter. Now Mo takes it to his corner. Cross map attempt. Here we go. Off the ceiling. One more. No reset. Has to leave it at midfield. Now Narrow's up. Narrow looking for a touch. Narrow has to let it under. Joystick up. Joystick down the pitch of the field. Right side. Joy can't find it, but Mo has it trapped against that right wall. Fighter stuck on 0 boost in this corner. Forces a 50. Was that wise? It was. Both his teammates behind him willing to give a helping hand. And with 30 seconds remaining, this game looks bound for overtime.
I can see it bound for overtime if you don't get a push from aces here. I mean, Rochester has just been relentless on the terms of how they're trying to allow the chances, and if they're going to take the chance, they're going to try to play it smart. Lasky obviously has time. Fighter just taking a moment, popping off his car, going for a double, but nothing there.
And a 50 occurs in front of net. Now Joystick, counterattack. 2 seconds left. Is this Rocket League? He finds the mid. Who's going to be up? Mo, off the back wall. Narrow, can he get the touch? He gets one. Mo looking for the infield.
Yes.
That was Joystick. The shot. Bang! Big win.
I can't believe it. Oh,
Joystick.
that last minute.
The hero of the game.
Pain.
And Aces take the 2-game lead of the series off of a 0-second goal. Heartbreaking on the side of Renegades.
That is the definition of pain.
And if you're Renegades, I mean, how do you mentally come back after that? It just occurred. There is no timeouts. This is an RLCS.
No, you got to take it on the chin. I mean, sometimes it hurts, but you got to keep pushing. And I mean, as much as Renegades are adjusting to Atlanta, I mean, they are getting caught up on certain instances. And fortunately right now, this one just happens to work against them and just didn't work out. But you still got another game. You still got the possibility for a reverse sweep. So you got to just keep the hopes and take it a game by game, honestly.
Take it game by game. It takes 3 to reverse sweep. Match point, 3 opportunities for the Aces to close it. But this is when, you know, this separates good teams from great teams. The great teams always on the gas, always able to find the extra push to push them over the edge, get the game series done. But the good teams, you know, sometimes they let the foot off the pedal, sometimes they maybe not necessarily give up, but they start thinking about the match early. They start thinking about, okay, I have to do this next. Oh, I gotta go do this today. After it's already a 2-0 lead. As Joystick finds the save inside the goal line, he finds another. Joystick's been playing some great Rocket League.
Joystick has looked impeccable right now. He's been setting up. He has been putting in shots on. He has been kind of that vital player to him right now. But Thailand, speaking of a super sub, trying to create some tough hits of pressure, but unfortunately run out of boost and getting shut down quite quickly. But speaking of the guy, Joystick himself, quick
Oh my
reset off the
god!
backboard.
Flip reset pass to
Pain.
Mo.
This is pain for me.
And it's looking more and more over. You know, the pressure has come online for the Aces. The Renegades early on in the series were finding some offense, but not able to put it on target. But now it just feels a bit sad in the midfield, not able to hold it. As now Joystick plays it in field narrow. A little scared to challenge there. Doesn't want to give up the lead unnecessarily. As he forces 250s. That's a wonderful play in the midfield to stall some time. As it goes out into the left corner. Well, I guess right corner. Whatever corner you really want it to be. It all depends on perspective in life. As Fighter. Midfield. Touch high from Mo. Only one defender back for the Renegades. And the Renegades just clear it a bit. Well, for lack of a better word, shittily. It doesn't go out far. But they've managed to find the clear. With now half the game remaining. Have to find something else. Have to find offense. Have to find a goal. As Joystick. It's not going to let that one roll in. Bit of a back pass. Fighter Vet, 0 boost. Has to clear it out. And Mo's already prepared for this. Mo's looking for a double. He leaves it for Narrow. Narrow up high. Bumped into an air dribble. Takes it around one. How has he found that in the midfield? Now Joystick to Mo. Mo can't get it on target. Now the counter attack. Fighter Vet. Can he find something? Double tap attempt. It's off the back wall. An own goal from the Aces.
Fighter! We'll give it to Fighter if we get that chance. Popping that up back, getting the second. While that was not his shot, he still gets credited with that goal. Beautiful Fighter. Beautiful.
And a bit of a miscommunication there coming out from the Aces. It looked like both Joystick and Narrow wanted a part of that ball, but nobody able to decide who was going to get what, as it just ends up as an own goal. Hopefully laughing that one off, but Thailand's not going to let any more laughs come through because another goal opportunity off the backboard. And Blasky's there.
Fighter Vet might have missed it there for the moment in time, but he knows sure as heck how to set up his teammate. Putting it middle right for Blasky, putting that opposite corner. 2-1 Renegades.
And this is the start, you know. This is how you get the reverse sweep started. You need that momentum. You know, making a comeback in the middle of the game builds that momentum. It gets the mental higher. And it lowers the mental of the Aces, who for right now have been, I believe this is actually their first deficit in the series, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to be praying for a reverse sweep if this one turns out the way I'm hoping for, but right about now, Aces, again, first couple games have made it a good point as to why they should be able to close this out. But Thailand's trying to take that back forward. Pop from Vet, and unfortunately going straight over to Joystick.
And Mo, oh, big dunk in the midfield. Joystick takes his time, over one, looks for another. Fighter doesn't able to get a touch on the ball. Now Narrow just decides to leave it. Thailand's, he misses. Maybe a fake for his teammates, but no one's there, so probably not. Joystick finds the infield. Narrow there. Narrow once again looking for an infield. Fighter Vet, not the best touch, but it goes to a teammate, which is the most important thing. Mo, not able to follow. Narrow, challenge on 0. Now it's going to be Narrow. Looks for the flick, leaves it for Mo. Can't get it past Fighter Vet, and Fighter Vet's been playing a wonderful series so far. He's been the real bright spot for the Renegades, as Blasky looking to be even a brighter spot, but not able to find it. And with 10 seconds remaining, the Aces need to get out of their own half. Joystick, a save off the crossbar. Now counterattack opportunity. They both get jumbled though in the net. Is that going to be it? Blasky just deciding to hit it back. And Mo can't get there. And that's the first game for the Renegades.
Renegades taking that in 2-1 fashion. Goals were not all that fancy. But at the end of the day, looks great. Looks fantastic. Still was a beautiful show out from, what was that, 2-1? And for all I know, could kill the momentum heading into that next game. Maybe I'm looking at a reverse sweep. That's what I'm praying for. I'll be honest, Condra.
Yeah, we're We're gonna hope that doesn't happen here. I'm sure the
I
ace
do.
is gonna reincorporate the strategies from the previous games that were working oh so well. But here we go. Game 4. Renegades trying to take it to 5. Can't say trying to take it to Champs Field because I don't think we're getting a map change, to be quite honest. But trying to take it to Game 5. As Mo, not going to let that happen. 1 goal lead within 10 seconds. Beautiful shot.
Oh my god, he makes it look simple, and that's what I hate. Makes it look so simple.
It's just a nice passing play out of defense, and that's what we did in the first 2 games, you know. Some nice passing plays, some nice offense, some nice strategies to just put the ball on target. You know, we're catching them out when they're not playing on defense, overcommitting a little bit, lack of boost, looking for boost upfield, and we're just capitalizing as another pass comes through. It's now Narrow, touch to Mo. Mo off the back wall, back to Narrow maybe. Joystick shot, it might be on target. Mo tries to put it around, but Thailand's diving save. That's real important to keep the lead only to 1. As Fighter Vets gets bumped off the ball, Narrow, 100 boost. Just forces a 50 in the corner. Blasky, it's off, but do Aces know that? It seems like they've figured it out. As now Fighter Vet looks for the infield. Mo there. Mo takes it into the air. Mo over 1. He can't get it over another. As Fighter Vet can't get it around. Blasky. Touch. Miss. Thailand's has now. Thailand's downfield. Joystick's there. Joystick decides to leave it. Was that wise? Because Mo has to make a diving saves. Aces getting stuck on defense, still with a 1 goal lead, but maybe this isn't where you want to be because right now the shot not on target because Narrow off the back wall blocked by James. At 50, once again stuck into the corner. And Renegades can't break through.
1-0 is the worst thing you can see, and Narrow making it a 2-0. Again, pain for me, but Ace is just making it simple with some of these goals. It doesn't matter how fancy it looks, the ball just has to cross that line.
And you said 1-0 might be the worst thing to see, but what about 2-0? That might be like the worst thing to see squared, you know?
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that part. 1-0, you're definitely fighting to try to keep that lead, but then as a defensive team, you're just trying to keep it as close as possible because you're only 1 goal away in this situation. You're kind of just taking it bit by bit, goal by goal, because you still need 2 to get overtime, but you need 3 to win this entire thing. And you get that in 3 minutes.
2-0 is the worst thing for the team up when it's hockey, but Rocket League is not hockey, sadly. Or maybe in a good way for me. Anyways, Blasky tries to put it on target, but Narrow with the save. Now Fighter Vet to this right corner, finds Blasky, but he doesn't actually. Thailand's going to connect though. Joystick can't get there, and Thailand's breaking the lead in half.
Oh, this is keeping it close. Are we going to see an extension of the series? Because, I mean, again, you got to fight 1 more goal. Thailand's trying to get that immediate control over the ball, getting the demo as well. Thailand's, again, with that super so effect, trying to get some 50s, trying to provide offensive pressure. Vet taking his time off the wall, trying to create some backboard play, but nobody there to clean that up other than Mojo himself. 2 biting on it. Mojo trying to take that, but Joystick says, you know what? Forget the drift. I got the ball.
Oh, has
Dropping
Fighter
it
Vet
down.
done enough? He has. Gets stuck into the corner. Fighter Vet pre-flip off the corner. Mo not able to read. Joystick finds it instead. Able to cover. Narrow. A touch. It doesn't go around Blasky though. Joystick having to cut again. Now Thailand's 100 boost. What can he do with this ball? He can't get it around. Fighter Vet up. Shot on target, but Narrow has it to the corner. Now Joystick's there. Joystick takes it around 1. Joystick looking for the 50. He gets it. Narrow off the sidewall. Fighter Vet bang downfield. He misses. Blasky's going to be there. Blasky 100 boost. Stuck in the midfield. 1:30 remaining. And right now the ace is on offense, which is not what you want to see if you're a Renegades fan.
Oh, not at all, but Ace is just being able to control the game a lot more than the Renegades. Renegades still having to fight for any little inch to take. Aces, unfortunately, just right about now have taken every inch that they can get and turned it into a mile.
Making a mountain of a molehill.
Oh, absolutely.
And now Narrow, around 1. Narrow looks for it again. Can't get it. Mo, a touch back to Joystick. Some nice ball movement here. As Joystick finds it off the back while Thailand keeps it trapped. Maybe intentionally, maybe not. We'll never know. Now Narrow. What can he do? Looks for a bump. Looks for an air dribble. Looks for anything, really, but not able to find. Now Joystick up. And 30 seconds remain. The Renegades' hope of reverse sweeping will die here if they cannot find a goal. Narrow. Off the sidewall. Joystick with the backflip. Was that the opening they needed? Fighter Vet now. Off the back wall himself.
Oh, please,
Mo
baby.
clears
No.
it. Narrow now. 14 seconds
No.
remain. Narrow looking for a double. Is this the statement? Is this the dagger? Joystick off the back wall. Blasky right side. And Mo keeps it trapped. Mo once again leaves it for Narrow. And 0 seconds remain and a bump comes through.
Oh, that hurts to see, but GG's to Atlanta.
GG's.
They took control of the series. They took control of the game. I mean, it couldn't have looked any sweeter at that point in time for them.
Real good win, it felt like, real good.
But you gotta sometimes take what's thrown at you and adjust. This is still first night for everything, so there's still a lot of wiggle room for just about everything. There's still a lot of wiggle room for honestly just getting stuff put together. But hey, great showing out from Aces, great showing out from Rochester, and hopefully that run for y'all continues. But I hope that we get some things adjusted and we go from there.
GG's Desi, thank you. What was I gonna say before? Oh, yes. I sent you the name and pass. That's also gonna be the name and pass for the next one.
Sounds dandy.
Alright. Getting straight into it. A 2-1 lead for the Aces, it looks like right now. As, I'm gonna, oh, Swax has found that. What the? How has he found that one from distance? Do I have the teams on the right sides? Let's see. I do not. Once again, let's switch that. They just can't find the right sides. As I believe this is game 1 still, so a 3-1 lead in game 1. And the berry is blueberry, Swax is Swax, and I know D with the cross is actually Robo to fly. So if you hear me call him Robo, that's why. As he's looking for the shot, not able to get the read. Barry now goes back to defense, but bumped by Bob the Huge Man. And, leveling up from professional superstar, you can already see the difference in speed. It's starting to get a bit fast-paced. The solo play's looking a little more menacing, a little more threatening. As
the pace, the control, all the better. All the more kind of set up and the more intentional they are, to say the least. But Bob trying to get to that, trying to take it down, but fortunately not being able to follow that. Swax taking control for a moment in time, but that pops mid. Bob trying to control it, but Bob ain't building nothing in the middle there. Power taking control of that. Gotta start talking good about him, because otherwise I'll lose my job. But we're losing that, unfortunately. As
Don't
that
worry.
pops out.
Don't worry. If any of my players talk bad, I'll make sure they lose their jobs as well.
Oh my. I'm just a pure academy player. I'm just a mere academy.
As now Swax is going to be up off this back wall. With 15 seconds remaining, it's looking like this game was already over. Not able to catch the first half, but the second half, pretty good showing from the Aces. Able to get a Swax play from the corner. I'm not even sure what to call it. It wasn't necessarily a pinch, but it wasn't not one either. That's the game. Game 1.
Nah, it looks good, honestly, for Atlanta once again. But more dominant than how we were previously looking at. But it looks like Atlanta does take that 1-0 in the series, too. And I apologize, Condra, but I'm going to mute real quickly as I have to run to the restroom.
No problem, no problem. Some solo
When I'm back,
casting.
I'll mute.
Alright. Some solo casting. I get to have some personal time with the chat. How you guys doing? We got 10 viewers here. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Great talk, great talk, great talk. But yeah, Aces able to take game 1 there. Robo to Fly actually was priced at world class. Nobody picking him up, surprisingly, so he went with the second overall pick in Superstar and proving his value right there, dropping a 450. And the Renegades just, you know, I actually got to see a scrim a couple days ago, I believe against this team, if I'm not mistaken. I know Bob the Huge Man. A couple of jokes about Bob the Huge Man, like the name. It's one of the best names in CSA in my opinion. Fluffy Turtles 14 up there, the Beast Inside always up there. Tomato sandwich. Why would you only have tomato on a sandwich? Who knows? I don't know. But you know, I mess with Bob the Huge Man. How huge could that man be? He's Bob the Huge Man. As Swax puts it on target. And it's a 1-goal lead for the Aces. Barry finding a bump. The power touch not coming through well. And Bob the Huge Man, despite his name, not able to cover the entire net. Barry now. A 50. But Swax not able to get one of his own. Robo to the back wall. Robo just freestyling. Robo looking for another. Power now. 20 boost. A 50. Barry. There. A bit of a double commit comes out from the Aces. All on this side of the field. But they're making it work as a mistouch, a mishit. Maybe not a hit at all. But still able to get a 50. Keeping the offense at bay. But for how long? Power. Touch. Sticks it at the midfield. Barry does the same thing. Power now just pushing forward. Powers through for a nice pun there. As Bob the Huge Man. What a first touch. I mean, that was lovely. That was some great ball control, but still some nice challenges, some logical gameplay puts them through. Now Robo to Swax. Swax, he's up. Swax shooting. Will it go in? No, it won't. Not the best play. Now Robo off the back wall. Barry, touch high. Barry looking again. Swax can't find the mid. Robo looks for a time to challenge. That's that one's intensity, because Robo is also, I believe, SSL in ones, if I'm not mistaken. Swax now looks for the touch, tries to find the mid. Off the back wall. Robo leaves it for Barry. Barry's been playing a phenomenal game so far. Been doing great things on the possessions. Been causing a lot of issues for the side of the Renegades. And they haven't been able to solve all of them given the 1-goal lead. Now Robo.
1-goal lead, but at the same time, you still got to keep that lead going too. But I think Barry's trying to add to it, but Power denying that last minute off the bar. Boy, oh boy, I mean, great shot, but even better save at that moment in time.
And that's from the
Swax
GM right there.
Try to provide it.
Proving his spot on the team, you know. Because, fun story here, I'm a GM myself. I chose not to play, frankly, because I feel like it's a bit biased sometimes, you know, not giving the other players an opportunity to play on the team. But Power definitely deserves to be on his team. You know, proving it right there. It's about to prove it up in disguise. Flip reset, goes low, leaves it, but not able to get the touch. And Barry just has it around. Now a pre-jumping Robo off the quarter, not able to get the double. Swax there, Swax bangs it off the quarter. Power Touch midfield line. Barry, shot top corner. Bob the Huge Man with a huge save. Power misses. Robo misses. Swacks up. Air dribble. 50. He sticks it. Stuck in the corner. Now Barry, last and first man. He doesn't care. He takes the possession off the crossbar. 1 goal lead stays. Not able to find it. Now Robo, infield pass. Is Swacks there? 100 boost. Bump. Attempt. Power. Touch. Barry, shot. It's in.
Oh. Robo at one point tripping up his teammate for a minute, but somehow with the third man coming in with 2 up already, there was enough trust to get that ball into the net. Unfortunately for Rochester, unable to get a player behind that, but 2-0 for Atlanta.
And the Renegades really having some issues with the third man, it feels. Specifically the third man on the Aces, actually. They've been keeping the pressure quite a bit by putting that third man real close. Now Power, touch around. Barry has a touch. Swacks, not able to get there. Robo now. Robo again. Robo flip reset. Was that the smartest play? Maybe not, but it was definitely the coolest. Barry, off the back wall, looks for it again, but Bob the Huge Man, so huge on that back wall. I mean, what a name. I talked about it earlier. I love that name. That name's awesome.
No,
How
that's
huge
one of
could
the
the
best
man
names
be?
I've seen. Well, his car might not be huge, but he has a huge presence when he's on the field. Every time I played against him, he is unstoppable, honestly. But I gotta admit, it's the easiest thing to make Bob the Builder jokes out of too. But the one to not joke about is Atlanta's offense. Is they sneak one and hit the post, but you're still putting Renegades back on their side, forcing them to play out of their side, forcing them to play and make a play just to anybody else other than Atlanta. Atlanta has just been unstoppable right now. They've been like a, for lack of a better phrase, on a blue wall.
I don't like that association with the other blue wall, to be quite honest. I don't mess with the fringe, and Robo doesn't either. Put it top shelf, climbs the wall. That's
Robo
just a good
doesn't mess
play.
with the French.
I would have to guess. I'll take a guess here. I'll speak on his behalf because I love doing that for other people. He doesn't mess with the French. Speaking of which, there's this one French guy in my chat that refuses to play Minecraft with me. You know, I'm not going to say names, but if you know, you know.
Uses? Oh no, Power almost putting him one in for the road, but unfortunately getting beat out there as he just drops the ball off the hood of his car. He had the control, but unfortunately the game said no, not today.
And look at that from the Aces, you know, forcing out 9 saves. Or, no, I'm bad at counting. 10 saves.
10 saves to Atlanta's 14 shots. Rochester on the other side only had 4 shots.
And 3
They
of them
gotta
were
step
saves.
that up in this game 3.
You gotta, I think if I was the Renegades, I would start putting a lot of emphasis on the man rotating back to cut off the third man or finding a demo. Because right now, especially Barry, he's been finding a lot of opportunities, pushing up very close as third man, waiting for the ball to pop out and putting a shot on target. You know, if I was Renegades, I would really be thinking about how do I cut in? How do I stop this from happening? How do I capitalize on their over-aggressiveness? And right now, it just seems like they're looking for the game plan. They've decided to take the whole 60 seconds, so maybe they got an idea cooked up here. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm hoping that they got something cooked up. You got to make those adjustments because otherwise you're getting full clean swept. Nothing else on there. But in the day, it is what it is. You gotta adjust. You gotta come back, and maybe we'll see a repeat of the game we just watched before. That game 3 back over to Rochester, and then Atlanta coming out to close that out in game 4. But again, I'm really hoping that this continues to be a reverse sweep at some point in time.
Really don't want to see that if you're the Aces, and I'm the Aces, so I don't really want to see that. Anyways. Robo gets a touch around. Power takes his time, and he's really has looked like the best player on his team so far. You know, Bob the Huge Man having some huge moments, but not much to do as Robo takes a really nice control touch, leaves it for Swax, who banks it off the back wall, and now Barry cuts in, gets a nice 50, just leaves it. Actually, turns back in, lets the touch occur, looks for a demo. Now Stars. I'm not sure what to call him other than Stars. He's got it.
I don't know either, frankly.
Whatever his name is. Not one to be remembered during this series, to be quite honest. Now Swax looks for the infield. Who's going to be there? Barry, shot. Won't go. Barry looks for a bump again. But Bob the Huge Man. Big bang up field. Barry's there. Barry wants it. And he's played a phenomenal series. A lot of people are going to talk about either Swax being the lovable goofball of the team, or Robo, you know, having some big moments. But Barry has really played the midfield quite well. And it's really, I've found a lot of opportunity off of this possession play. And as I say that, he gets dispossessed, but still, it goes up to Robo. And once again, that's all caused by Barry taking possession in the corner, taking his time, allowing his teammates to get boost to create something like that. As he takes another 50, another 50. And right now, still a 0-0 game, but the Renegades definitely seem to be on the back foot.
No, Renegades definitely on the back foot at the moment in time, but they've been coming from the back foot in this game and the game before. And I'll be honest, even in my academy game, it was kind of, we were playing a different team, but it was coming from behind, and really hoping that this can be kind of one of those franchise strengths. But right about now, you're seeing just, honestly, just Atlanta make this game look easy. I think it's Monkey Moon and crew just playing right now, but no, it's just Atlanta Aces. I can't lie. As much as I want to rag and say that you guys are doing bad, I mean, Atlanta's just posting right now. They look comfortable, they look happy, and you just can kind of tell by the car language that they're nothing's gonna be a surprise to them.
And right now, it just feels like, you know, it's still 0-0 game. They haven't had the best offense as the previous games, but still the opportunities being found. But Star's trying to change that. Bob the Huge Man, he needs to come up huge here. He just gets a 50, and the offense kind of dies because Swax takes time. 0 boost. Still, Power's there. Power chases off his own corner. Robo, touch. Robo again's going to be there. Barry already up. Bob the Huge Man gets denied. Bob the Huge Man steals the 100 boost, though, and now it's Power. What can he do? Touch off the back wall. No. Stars, one more. Infield, Bob the Huge Man's there, but it's just over his head. Now, open net, not going to be allowed. Power's going to be there. Stars getting a bump in the midfield. Is that going to prove key in this play? Because Bob the Huge Man gains a little space off of it. Barry still, the respawn. Now Stars.
Stars taking control. Trying to create the opportunity. Back forward. Do we get a second? No, not yet. Power's controlling it a little bit more. Bob now putting it off back forward. Do we get a second now?
Is the shot going to be through? Oh. No! Robo on the goal line. Now Robo again looks for it. Barry has it away. Power, 100 boost. What can he do out of this corner? Nothing. He has to leave it for Stars, who has to hit it back to Bob the Huge Man. The offense resets. Have Aces found a way out? Have they found the ace in the hole? It's a bump. It's a shot. It's not in because Swax has it. Now Swax once again wins it in the midfield. Swax with the big 50, and now the Aces trying to start offense. 50 under to Robo. Robo goes high. Power pre-jump. It goes awry. Midfield. Who's going to be there? Power touch. High touch for Bob the Huge Man. Swax off the ceiling. Flip reset available. Gets the dunk. Is that going to dispossess Barry? Can't get it around. Power. One more. It's on target. Robo has it to the side. Robo has it again. Robo trying to follow one more. Barry 50. Barry. One more 50. It's now Swax. Touch. Mid. Who's going to be there? Stars misses. Has to leave it. Robo has. Now, it's going to be Barry. Over his head. 0 seconds. Is on the way for the Renegades. Can they find the shot? Barry. And swatted away. Overtime. Game 3. The best showing for the Renegades. Will it just be a kickoff goal, though? Have to be careful here.
Rochester's got to get a goal here to stay in the series. They got to do something to keep themselves alive right now. But Atlanta trying to get that offensive pressure right away. Stars, or as I've later figured out, I believe his name is Cole, at least judging by the Discord name. Tries to create that opportunity, but quickly shut down by Swax as he was able to beat all 3 at that moment. From one shot coming in from Barry. Bob trying to take control now as that pops out.
Oh, it's in!
No! pain again.
GG's come out and a 3-0 sweep from the Aces. A dominant performance. As we're actually going to be on time for the next game. First time in Atlanta broadcasting history. We will be there on time for World Class. We'll actually be 7 minutes early. We can take our time. Lovely, 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 lovely.
That ain't bad at all.
That
Being
ain't
on time's
bad.
better than late.
For sure, for
But
sure.
late's better than never.
We're gonna see. Give me a second here. I gotta do some GMing stuff. I'll be right back. I'll mute everything real quick. How do I
No
do
worries.
that? Unmute all that. Hopefully, we'll see. Maybe that went through on stream. Casper with a big let's go. That's awesome.
We love that. We love that.
Love to see the players showing out here on the stream. Give me 1 second. We will have our full world class team. Well, kind of. We already have a sub, but we will have 3 world class players. No sub up happening. Can I play with you? I need to get carried. Maybe next time, man. Maybe next time. No, we're gonna play some Boomer in the meantime. Ignore the series score. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna play some Boomer.
Fair enough. Let me get my butt into there real quickly. Same info?
It will be, yes, but it's planning to start at 9:30, I believe.
Alright.
I will tell you the info if not.
No worries. I gotta do a bit of GMing in a separate league. Un momento.
Play Voldemort, man. Can't talk about the other leagues. I love Boomer mode. Oh, I think this ball's a bit dead. Yeah. We'll check if it's up real quick. By what it's supposed to be, it should be something like this. But we'll see if that works. No, it's not up. GG's. Thank you, Power. Still just waiting. Should be starting about now. It's 9:30. We'll see if it starts on time. Probably not, to be honest. Quite. We had a bit of infighting between the aces apparently. Nero and LZ on my novice team had a game against each other. All right. We will be getting in, it seems. Weather mentioned. Weather has been mentioned. Officially. Officially, weather has been mentioned. Oh, let me reset the scores real quick. That ain't right. That ain't right. There we go. You Condra. I'm Condra. My name is Gromit in the chat. That's why he's asking. I actually don't believe the stream overlay can see that. That's funny. But in the chat, one of my players was asking if I was Condra. I am indeed Condra. That's me. That's me.
The best part about being in VC and is forgetting that I completely unmuted myself while I'm trying to talk to you. Same info.
No, 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 no. I'll
Add
send you
pro
it.
or
Uh,
VC.
let me. There you go. Just waiting on the other players. Anything interesting to talk about? Do you know your world class team very well? By chance, any interesting facts? I could bring up some of mine if
Not
you would like.
not at the moment in time. I know that it's gonna be the roster of Goose, Reeves, and Tricky.
Hmm.
Um, as far as I'm aware of right now, we do have at least one player that does play CRL as far as I'm aware, if I'm looking at his bio correctly, of Tricky. I believe he
Mhm.
plays for University of Wisconsin-Madison, so it should ideally be a very mechy, very smart looking match, but we shall
Mhm.
see how this all ends up looking too.
Mhm.
Because just because it looks one way, it can be completely different.
Yep. And we do have a sub here for the Aces. Pixeler rather, stepping up, has big shoes to fill. The second overall pick of Hexy. Uh,
Who's plays for Bethel? All right.
that's awesome. Love to see
So
the
this is
love.
some pro CRO level crap. They're tough.
Luke
I
Luke
like
actually
this.
coached for an RLCS team. He coached for the Zookeepers back in the day.
Oh,
Believe,
no shot.
or I actually believe he still does, given his clan tag. So should be a high level game here. The Aces missing Hexy, and on the side of Renegades, they have their full team. Let me make sure. They actually joined the correct sides this time, so I don't have to switch my overlay. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so hyped now. As Tricky has it away, and you're about to see some very interesting gameplay. You know, it's really thinking about who has the mechs, as Reeves has that one to the side. I believe he got a touch, but I'm not too sure. Tricky now, touchdown field, off the corner. Luke's gonna be there, and ignore all the Raquel professor. That's just gonna be Rome. We're gonna call him Rome today because that's his name. Reeves
Rome
down.
it is. If that's the shorthand, I'll take it.
Mhm.
But Reeves taking control of that, taking that back to Tricky. Very, very confusing play from my own standards, but looks like there was some sort of coordination going on as that sat near post for a moment. But Tricky taking his time, looking for one in the mid. Who's going? Shot coming, but missed. And demo or bump to get the goal from Tricky. Putting that back or in the left side, excuse me. I cannot speak for the life of me, but like this game is moving so fast to the point where I can't speak faster than what's going on.
And it feels like both teams right now kind of feeling each other out. It felt a little awkward those first minutes, you know, or first minute rather. Like both teams just not able to really find each other or the opponents, to be honest. But Pixeler looking to find the net off the back wall. Luke's gonna be there, and it's an open net. He ties it up 1-1 off of the kickoff.
Luke with the snipe there. Unfortunately, Tricky getting caught in midfield there. Pixel unable to clean it up, but Luke, he's got the broom. He's there to clean it up. I'm loving to see it.
Loving to see it. And Luke, you know, he was actually one of the lowest salaries in world class, being drafted relatively high for his sal, trying to prove a point here. Pixeler trying to prove that he deserves a roster spot on a world-class team, subbing up. And Rome just being Rome, to be quite honest. As Luke now looks for the 50. Pixel takes his time into the air. 30 boost to his name. What can he do with it? Has gotten blocked by Reeves. Tricky now. Big 50 at the sidewall. Goose can't get there. Pixel now down to Luke. Luke on target, but Tricky has the save. Tricky now, one more to the left wall. Goose follows him, and you can really see there's a little more chemistry with the Renegades right now. Maybe the Ace is not as experienced with playing each other, but now Luke and Pixel link up. It's gonna be Rome on target. No, Reeves has it to the side. Now Luke, can he get this one on? It's gonna be off the back wall. Pixel cuts in. Pixel looking to stay, but has to leave after an awkward landing. He decides not to. Was that wise? Because does it allow Rome into the play? As they go back on defense, Rome to Luke. Luke under. Luke looking for one more, but Pixel's gonna have. Pixel looking for another against the back wall, but Luke getting beat there. Midfield. Reeves back wall. Tricky shot not in, because Pixel and Rome combine on the save. Now Pixel keeps it trapped at the midfield. Luke, left side wall. Reeves is up. Reeves with a little boost to his name. Musty flick. Gets it on target, but not to a teammate. Maybe needed to look for one there. Pixeler to Luke, who finds a 50, but Goose is going to be there. 0 boost to his name. What can Goose do? He can't get it around Pixeler. Now Luke cuts in, fakes it out. Will Rome be there? Shot, triple commit. Pixeler decides not to immediately put it on target. Looks for the 50. Is that the best move in the position? It goes to Rome. They're keeping the pressure, but can they find the shot? Can they find the goal? Pixel triple commit again on the goal line. Now Luke's gonna be there, keeps the pressure alive. 0 boost to his name, though, goes off the ceiling. Is that a wise move? Reeves keeps it stuck. Reeves takes it out, 100 boost to his name, but decides not to use any of it. Off the back wall again, Tricky, 0. Goose, touch, no. Luke on target, and the demo comes through for Pixeler. A 1-goal lead.
A 1-goal lead nonetheless, but Pixeler unfortunately not getting the touch initially. Luke there to clean up, getting Pixeler with the demo, which did come in clutch in that play. But again, Atlanta coming in the clutch moment and making that happen. And it always seems to start with that 1 goal for Renegades, and unfortunately it generally ends up back playing out to Atlanta at the moment. But you got to give credit where credit's due.
Oh,
there
what's
on
he
the
gonna
other
do
end
with
of this
this?
situation.
Oh, what a shot! But it's a save from Tricky. What a save on the
Luke
goal line
almost
to
had
keep them
that.
in the game. Now Pixeler has it as a corner. Pixeler again tries to pinch it out, but Tricky is gonna be there. Rome, 50. Gets another. Rome looking for a mid. Looking for a touch to Luke. Luke, he finds a 50 on the sidewall. Now 40 seconds remain. Counterattack. Tricky is up. Goose is there as well, but they can't combine because it's cut. And these cuts in the midfield for the Aces have done magical things for the offense. Now Rome under. Rome with the reset. It's just in. Bottom corner. Nobody's there on defense. Reeves pre-jumped high. Rome goes low. Rome knows how to find home. It's in the net.
Rome knows how to find home. If that's the case, it's definitely in the name. Rome found home. Something dome. I usually would say Lake is in 5, but I forgot the bit there. So
Lakers in
again,
5.
still right about now. Unfortunately, it's not going to be Rochester in 5, and it sure as heck is not going to be Atlanta in 5 with the way this is going. Goose unfortunately getting the pop there,
Oh,
but
my.
actually there to clean up once again.
And a hot start
Never off the first shot.
for Renegades turned into a cold finish for the Aces. A 3-goal lead.
But I mean, you got 4-1 game again. Jeez, this game is more than I've expected. But for game 1, Atlanta definitely making a statement, especially for somebody that's generally going to be a little bit more on the feeler out stage of this game. But they're making the most of it, and they're adding to that tally. And I'm really hoping that Rochester turns this back around to make this happen.
And, this would be a bit devastating for Rochester. You don't want to see this many losses early in the season, as you see ROC as regional finalist. Quite the tag to have there. Quite the rare one, even.
Oh, that's the resume without the full resume picture there. I mean, that just gives you the rough idea of what that guy is capable of, at least in a mindset aspect. I mean, his mech started showing during the middle of this match, but I mean, it's just, again, it's the resume without the resume. It's already showing you that you got that knowledge. Now, will he be able to prove it? I need to see that.
He's proved it so far. A win for the Aces. Luke
Fun
with
fact, actually to get that tag, you have to be in the top 126 teams.
No, it's actually way more. RLCS regional finalist? That's the top 2
Oh,
for a
you
team.
know what?
Yeah, he did
You know
not.
what? My bad.
No problem. But specifically for the region. So it'd be whatever region he was coaching at the time. Most likely NA, I would have to guess. I don't know, though. Those MENA teams do pay quite well from what I hear. And they pay a lot. A lot of people.
Sometimes you gotta follow where the paycheck goes, but there is no paycheck here right now. They just gotta get this game going. And honestly, right about now, again, I'm really hoping to see something from Rochester. Reeves taking a bit of control for the moment, but coming up against the Luke Goose! Not Geese, Goose to score a simple one.
And Luke with a bit of a mistouch here. Maybe wanted that one to follow up the wall. Maybe wanted to catch it. Maybe caught him between 2 minds. But whatever the case may be, it's a mistouch nonetheless. As the Renegades take another early lead. Will this be a repeat of game 1, or will they find security in the 1 goal?
I'm really hoping so. Pixeler taking that ball straight over to himself, but back over towards Reeves. Reeves kind of just letting that roll out, but they're right about now Renegade's biggest
strong suit is their counterattacking. Goose taking it for himself. Again, Goose, not Geese. He is a one-man army, and he is making it show.
Goose marches downfield and nobody ready to contest, and that was the difference between game 1 and game 2 so far. A bunch of cuts in the midfield had cut off those passing plays, had cut off those early counterattacks, but now they're being let rampant, being let loose here, being even let Goose, as he's gonna find one around. Luke now, touch, a little, not the play he was looking for, but what is happening in this midfield? A bunch of 360s, some helicopters, but Rome looking for the shot, and he's found it! He's found the shot throughout the chaos, the eye of the storm. Cutting the
Everybody
lead
was
in half.
going for those Modern Warfare 2 360 no-scope shots, but Rome honestly just making it simple again. It doesn't have to be all that fancy. Ball's just got to cross that line. And that man knows how to do it better than anybody else on the field, unfortunately. Again, I say that as I am watching my boys, but again, he makes it simple. He makes it look easy. And if you're making it look easy, I mean, you're doing something right.
The coach is going to be happy with the way the goals are just falling in right now. 2-2. And Pixlr has played phenomenal for being the sub right here. He has proven he deserves to be on this field. Finding multiple goals, multiple participations and great plays. And right now, Atlanta Aces have just come back from a 2-0 lead, and there's still 3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes remaining, but as you were speaking to the coach had played that out to him.
Oh my God!
Rome
He's
not
up!
needing any help. No assist credited there, other than Reeves missing that, unfortunately, but that flip reset does wonders and puts it over the top of his head.
Now that was awesome.
Is this the dagger?
Now Pixlr takes his time. Infield, pass to Luke. Luke's up high. Luke's down low.
Oh
Luke's
my.
everywhere. He's in the net. The ball's in the net. It's a 2-goal lead for the Aces, and it's a repeat of game 1.
I just noticed Luke's topper was the tiara, so there was no pretty princess treatment on that play, but sure as heck, reminder where that ball is gonna go.
With that topper,
Oh, and
asked them to go to the ball, and they tried to deny, but he wasn't one to be denied. And now a 2-goal lead, and the 2 early goals from Goose, one of them felt like a misplay from Luke, and then the other just felt like a bit of a mishap on defense and a lapse in the rotation. And ever since that play, it just hasn't gone right. And a pinch downfield, tricky. Zero Boost has to leave it for Reeves. Who's gonna be there? Pixlr puts it on. Tricky plays it high. Now Pixlr, touch off the ceiling, leaves it for Luke. Luke off the corner. Who's gonna be up? No one. He has to leave it. Now Reeves, pinch. It's on target. Maybe off the post. Heartbreak. Needed that one. If you're the Renegades. And Luke's just gonna take time, and all that pressure caused by the Cuxer pinch is just gone. It's dissipated. Pixlr now up to Rome. What can he do? He decides to fake it. Maybe missed. It doesn't really matter though, because once again, this clock's on the Aces side. They're just stalling it down, parking the bus, as Jose Mourinho might say. Now Rome, up to Pixlr, decides to fake it, looks for a 50, doesn't get the 50. Goose, he's been the bright spot on offense, but on defense, he's also been not the best. Still, Reeves takes his time, and this is the first round pick. This is who you want to see pop off, but not able to get it around. Now Luke is up. Luke, double, mid, is anyone going to be there? Reeves has it around. Now Goose, zero boost, leaves it. Reeves, not around. Rome to Pixlr. Pixlr counterattack. Goose by himself. He has to play some solid defense here. He forces it to the other corner. Luke's gonna take it. Now Pixlr on target. It's off the post. Is Rome gonna be there? No. Goose diving save. Goose follows. Goose misses though. Now Luke, opportunity. Only one back. He's at zero boost. Luke just put it on target. Musty. It's not gonna be in. 50 seconds left. 2-goal lead still remaining. Pixlr trying to put in another one. It won't go. Luke midfield. Rome's now there. Rome high. Rome looks for it off the corner of the ball, but it won't go. Luke tries to force a 50. He misses. Pixlr takes it away. Almost an opportunity on the counterattack. Now Luke, a mishap. Maybe a mistouch, forces it into the corner though, makes up for the mistake. Now Robe, counterattack, was it all part of the plan? Reeves has it away, 20 seconds remain, and the Renegades still needing a goal.
Yeah, Goose taking a little bit of control there, but unfortunately nothing coming of that. You can definitely see and feel the desperation both at the moment in time, but Pixlr taking one more, try possibly for the road, not at the moment, but that game is closed out for Atlanta once again. Pixlr trying to take one for the road, and
he has.
does!
Trying to make the stat line look a little better for the Aces. And you know, you would expect this team to have a little less chemistry because once again, I keep harping on this. They have a sub. This is not their usual roster, but they've looked nothing but. They've looked like a team that's been playing for months on end even. They look like a preset team.
Oh, definitely a preset team, and if you ask me, the one thing that stands out with different rosters is sometimes the chemistry, because you can have all the mechs in the world, but if you don't know where your teammate's going to be, you're in a pickle. But I mean, they make it look easy. They make it look like they've been playing for months, even though this could be essentially only match day 2 out of that preseason. But hey, gotta take what you can get sometimes and roll with the punches.
Hello, Tim the Bull. Hi. He's a big Reeves fan. Aw, a little bit of niceties coming down in the chat here. You can't see it, but Luke's been saying good luck, have fun each match, and Tricky and Goose reciprocate with a U2. That's always nice to see. As Luke finds it in the corner. You know, may speak all these niceties, but surely doesn't show it on the field. A bit menacing at times. As Tricky tries to force it around. Luke to Rome, who's going to take it high. What can he do? Another reset. Arsenal reset this time. He's found it past one. Goose is going to have it, though. Now Luke and Pixlr. Double commit. Luke needs a good air dribble here to force a 50. Force it away. He does for now. Miss comes out. Pixlr. Who's going to be there? Pixlr again. Pixlr again. Off the sidewall. And Rome just chases down. Forces the ball back to Luke. Doesn't let them keep the possession. Cuts in at the midfield. A touch. Does double commit, though. And maybe the ace is getting a little overconfident. That's the second double commit. Now Rome on defense all low, but he's done well to keep that one out. Rome holds strong. Goose. Flip reset. Infield. Luke looking for a touch. A demo comes out from Rome. They're just ball chasing, it feels like, and they can't keep up. Pogo from Luke. Wall dash is chained. Pixlr mid. Won't find the net. Still 0-0, but it feels like the Aces right now are playing with their food.
No, I mean, it definitely looks like you're playing with your food. I mean, you might as well bring back the animal plates, honestly, just from how they're playing it. And again, I want to give my credit to my what in the world from Rome there is that launches into the corner. And I want to give my Rochester boys credit, but honestly, I'm starting to think Atlanta might have that coach buff.
You know, maybe that's why the roster can fit in so well immediately. You have a unifying factor, maybe. But it also might just be because Pixlr's nice with it. Who knows? We'll never know. Robe keeps it out, though, as I'm rhyming. I don't know how I've done that. Luke downfield. Goose. Tricky. Double commit on the backboard. Pixlr. 50 midfield. Goose. Upfield to Tricky. Tricky has 100 boost, but forced into the corner by a little bit of a bump by Pixlr, getting a little dirty on that play. Now Rome forces it above. Luke, flip reset, goes low, bobbles his car on the floor, but still, Atlanta has a little pressure, takes the ball away as well, 100 boost. What will Rome do with it? Up to the ceiling. Goose, big challenge. Will this be the classic Goose breakaway? Luke went for a psycho. I don't know why he's going for a psycho. He's got it to save, though.
That's safe.
And you would expect from the coach, the last thing he would be going for is a psycho.
Last thing I would have expected, but the save, the site, everything has been a little bit shocking. But again, this is world class for a reason. They are going to be a little bit more shocking than an academy game like myself, but just enough flair in the game too to make things work for them. Tricky with the ball, trying to take that out of the corner. Goose unfortunately not getting a touch there, but Reeves finally taking the opportunity to slow things down and try to create some opportunity. Rome, unstoppable. You can't move an immovable force, and that man is an immovable force. Pixar trying to go for that ball, but pops it over. Unfortunate, but
It's off the
Tricky
bar!
almost get there.
Oh, and it's out! An opportunity to
Pixar!
take the 1-goal lead once again, but much later in the game. Now Luke, what can he do? 50, stuck right wall. Goose, bang downfield, pinch. Pixlr takes his time. One touch, back to himself, forces a 50, and he's done well there to force it back to Rome, but Rome has missed. Now Luke, Rome double commit. Tricky can pass it out. Reeves and Tricky both going. Goose has to win on the Rome touch, tantalizingly so. Now Luke, touch back wall. No. Rome passes in field. Pixlr there. Shot goes in.
Pixlr! He might be the sub, but the subs have been making differences tonight. Pixlr just banging that through the mid after off that play. Beautiful touch by Rome. Again, I want to give the credit where the credit's due, but you make it just look so easy.
And they're running fake kickoff plays. What was that? What a strat coming out to try to minimalize the risk on the field. Kickoffs being the only set plays, and now Rome a little bit stuck on the post, but he's found the ball. And Pixlr, cross map, it's in!
I want to walk away from my desk. I
Oh
want to
my
walk away from my
God!
desk. That redirect was absolutely dirty. Go take a shower, Pixlr. Go take a shower. That was dirty.
Come on, man.
What a shot. I mean, another kickoff strat coming out. They're having fun with it. Goose blocks out 2. He's been the only light on offense, and he's found another pass to Reeves. Spins off the bar. Tricky, can he find it? No, denied by Luke. Denied by Luke again. Now Luke looking to cut in field. He's cut up 1. He's cut up 2, but the 50 finally Goose forces it out. But with only 20 seconds remaining, they need to get the offense now. Goose on 0 boost. Not going to happen. Rome keeps us stuck at midfield. 10 seconds remain for an Atlanta Aces sweep. Another sweep on the day. Will it happen? Luke puts it into the corner. Extremely smart play, and that's game. The Renegades not able to find
Atlanta.
anything.
Atlanta making this look simple across a few different tiers here tonight. We'll be able to jump in on not 1, not 2, but 3 games tonight. And again, unfortunately, in this case, for me, this does all fall into Atlanta's favor, but Rochester definitely can come back. This is still only match night 1 of many, and there's still wiggle room for things to happen.
Big day for Atlanta, though. Big day. GG's from Power. GG's. I'm going to put in the chat. I'm going to stop stream here in like 3 seconds. Anything you want to say before you go, Zohan?
No, again, credit to Atlanta for everything, and honestly appreciate you for having me on tonight. But I'm a big advocate for my Rochester Renegades. It is still match day 1. There's a lot of wiggle room and a lot of ability for them to get back into this. So I'm not letting that hang over my head too much, and I hope the boys across the tiers don't let that hang over their head too much. But appreciate you for having me on.